The Apple Watch Series 8 could be the company's most advanced watch yet, but I'm more excited about the idea of a new Apple Watch SE. Here's why. Apple launched the SE in 2020 as a cheaper alternative to the Series 6. There hasn't been a new version since, but you can still buy the 2020 model. The Apple Watch SE starts at $279, making it $120 cheaper than the Series 7. Only Apple knows what's in store for the future, but Bloomberg reports that a new Apple Watch SE could be coming this year. I'm hoping that's true because I think the Apple Watch SE is the right choice for most people. It has just about everything that most people want in a smartwatch. It can log workouts, track steps, monitor your heart rate, show notifications from your phone, and support Apple Pay purchases. That's why I'm more excited about a new Apple Watch SE than the rumored Series 8. Apple's flagship watches, like the Series 7, are starting to feel more like niche health devices for people who really want more sophisticated health tracking. It sounds like Apple will take that same approach with the Series 8, too. Its biggest new feature is expected to be a temperature sensor for fertility planning features, according to Bloomberg and the Wall Street Journal. But for people like myself that don't need the Series 7's ECG app or blood oxygen readings, or possibly a temperature sensor in the Series 8, the Apple Watch SE is the better option. You should also remember that smartwatches like the Apple Watch aren't meant to function as medical devices. That can make it hard to even know how to interpret new metrics like blood oxygen readings in the first place. I rarely find myself using that feature on the Series 7 for that reason. The Apple Watch SE might not have those more advanced health measurements, but it does have a lot of Apple's other wellness and safety features. It can detect hard falls and send notifications for high and low heart rates and irregular heart rhythms. You also don't need to buy Apple's most expensive watch to get some of its best features. Apple usually launches new software updates every fall that bring new functions and capabilities, and many of these features even work on older watches too. All of these things make me interested to see where Apple could take the SE next. The current model will be 2 years old in September, so it's time for an update. We haven't heard much about what to expect other than Bloomberg's report indicating that a new SE is coming in 2022. But if I had to guess, I'd assume that Apple at least plans to give the next generation SE a new processor. The current version runs on the same chip as the Apple Watch Series 5, so it wouldn't be surprising to see an upgrade. I'm also hoping Apple will give the SE an always-on display. All new Apple Watches starting from the Series 5 have an always-on screen, except for the SE. It makes the Apple Watch so much more useful as a wristwatch. I love being able to glance down at my wrist to see the time or progress towards my activity goals without having to raise my wrist or touch the watch. It just prevents the watch from turning into a black square on your wrist when it's not in use. We won't know for sure until Apple makes an announcement, but I'm optimistic that the SE will continue to be a big part of Apple's smartwatch lineup. There's a chance that Apple could discontinue the Series 3 this year, so the SE will probably be the only choice for people who don't want to spend around $400 or more on a new Apple Watch. Even if Apple doesn't get rid of the Series 3, the SE is still a better choice. The Series 3's limited storage space makes it really hard to install updates, and the processor is getting old. We're expecting to know more about Apple's smartwatch plans in the fall, which is when it usually announces the new Apple Watch. In addition to the Series 8 and a new SE, Apple is also expected to announce a new rugged Apple Watch, according to Bloomberg. It's reportedly being called the Explorer Edition internally, and it would essentially be a more durable version of the Series 8. It would likely be designed for people who wear their Apple Watch during extreme sporting activities, like maybe hiking in harsh environments. I also wouldn't be surprised if that more durable design resulted in a higher price compared to the Series 8, since the casing would likely require different materials. If Bloomberg's report turns out to be true, we could be looking at a lineup that includes the new Apple Watch SE as the cheapest option, the Series 8 as the middle choice, and the Explorer Edition at the top. So which Apple Watch are you most excited for? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to check out the links in the description for more Apple Watch coverage. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.